Where's the Basilisk Gate? Oh, okay. That's at the entrance. Oh. Because someone else actually wanted to meet me down here. Wait a minute. We have found the kid, right? Yeah.
Let's see what Portia has to say.
Since when does this one actually stand here? Really? Anyway, we have found the kid. So that means that Blaze Liara Portia might be happy to get the good news.
Forgive me, I have the most pounding of headaches. If you have any issues, one of my subordinates will see to you.
Right, okay, so... oh, look at that.
Very well.
Ah, I was hoping I hadn't missed you. The Patriarchs are safe, but it took longer to calm them down than I was hoping. Tell me, how did your investigations into the Baalish Tribunal go?
Well, not that much further, actually. Can you remind me where I was supposed to go?
There's a place called Candlehallow's Tombstones that I've seen cropping up in the reports. Seems to be where the murderers are sent once they've completed their kills.
Good. Where's that?
It's not a place I'd ever heard of, if I'm honest. But rumor has it, there were some hidden cellars somewhere near the Elf Song. If I had to look anywhere, I'd look there.
Good. Why are we so... Why do you look like that? Makes no sense. Anyway, Candlehallow's Tombstones. Usually what you get is a marker somewhere on the map that tells you where to look. That's like Bone Clothes, Apothecary, Bloomridge, Facemakers, whatnot. That's a graveyard, but that might not be it. Candlehollow's Tombstones. Maybe it's so obvious that I... Or maybe it's below ground. Impress the Murder Tribunal, go to Candlehollow's Tombstones to find the Baalish Tribunal. And Candlehollow's Tombstones. That is it. Yeah, wait a minute. This is... That's actually the Coffin Maker. But this one looks like the actual entrance to it. Okay, good. Very interesting. Whoa, look at that. That's a huge map. Alright, anyway. I do actually want to explore the map a little bit further before we go and face that tribunal. So this is the glitter scale thingamajig, and then there are these buildings down here that I want to explore. So how do I... Let's go back to this one.
Safest place in the city, I am a gentleman.
Those
Oh, yeah, wait a minute.
steel watchers. Bloody hate them.
What about... Yeah, there's another building over here and one to the right. What is that? A healer. And some Twitch fellow. Good. That might be a huge building to explore. Ooh. Lavish decoration. What is this one? Could be some kind of tavern.
It was just a pebble.
Just a pebble. Yes. It's always just a pebble. A pebble doing pebbly things. So, what's so special about that one? Oh. That's the... Oh, that's the amazing harbor. Oh boy. That's a really cool area. That is awesome. It could just take ages to explore though. That's the only iffy bit. Okay, what about these fellows? Just some refugees talking about. Good. How do you...
Really thinks of me.
How... There's a save. Intricate save. Okay, quick question. How are you supposed to get into this room here? You could maybe jump through the windows, or maybe there's a way up instead of down or something. There doesn't seem to be anything here. Maybe you have to fall down into that room. Maybe that works. Okay, anyway, the right part I actually want to explore a wee bit. That building I have to explore. So, and everything that's down here. That's something that I have to make sure of. Confiscaten. I didn't want to go down the harbor yet. I don't know if I've explored this one. It's again a Moose Harbor. Ooh, mailbox. What's that one all about? So, but this is the mermaid, so we're actually kind of good. Flowery Shite. Damn it. I've just had the worst night of my life. Yes, worse than that time with the bear and Joel. I'm in Kalishan, and I decided to hit up that bar everyone goes on about, the Copper Tap. You know, the one that makes its own award-winning brews? Well, I tried one. Tasted like flowers, had a wank on my tongue. I've knocked back 10 pints of ale since, and I can still bloody taste it. Have a couple of barrels of yours will ready next time I talk. I think that piss you call booze is the only thing that'll get this shite off my tongue. PJ Stubbs. And Shimmer, the amazing Mr. Shimmer. I've been to every one of your shows, even though my dad says I'm too young for the Blushing Mermaid. You're the best performer I've ever seen in my whole life. Could you please teach me how to dance? You won't have to do much, I'm already super good. I can do 2 cartwheels in a row. I'll help you do your makeup, wash your sparkly outfits, do your hair, whatever you need. I'll be the best student you ever had on Ilmater's World. I'll be at your show later. I'm the girl with blonde curly hair, which I think would look great with one of your blue ribbons in it. I'm just saying. Can't wait to get started. Lots of love, Mindy. Unpaid debts. Captain, heard that Bollocks Bruno in Domicus is working of a debt at yours. He owes me a pretty penny on Baldur's bones, and I intend to collect. Tell him to send me one of his fingers, or better yet, do the deed yourself. I'll be checking the mailbox later. It better not be empty. Brings. A different hand appears beneath the letter. Brings, I ought to drown you in your own piss for such dramatics. Who do you think you are? 9 fingers? Try that shit with her, I dare you. As for Bruno, come with me at the maid. We'll settle his debt and add it to his debt. No missing fingers needed. Boosin' Gannet. Finally, some normal people. Alright. So, Blushing Mermaid's over here. Bar's open now. Wait, what bar is that though? A singing
Drink
lute.
up at the Singing Lute. Local brews and speciality imports available.
Special import. That sounds great. Now the real question is, what's inside that building? Fuchsia light shot. Did I or did I not? Yeah, these are all somewhat connected, it seems. Yeah. Good. That one is closed. That one may... No, this one is not closed. That's good. And that mailbox... The thing is, I can't... Wait. Something is weird. The mailbox seems to be normal. Wait a minute. Where's the... Where's the stuff that usually is considered to be theft? Don't see that yet. For some reason I can just take that mailbox and everything is fine. Huh. It's supposed to be red, but I can just open it no problem. Good. Crumpled letter. Henk. Troop rehearsals next 10 days. Don't be late or you're out. Agamemnon. Municipal Sanitation notice. What's this one? The Department of Drains and Underways is aware of the issues on the penetrating stench emanating from the round street hatches that provide access to the city sewers. The tribe of gutter kobolds contracted to maintain free flow in the sanitation tunnels appears to have been slain or driven away by forces or circumstances unknown. That might be my fault. Sorry about that. Where was I? Appears to have been slain, and the resulting backup is responsible for the unpleasant odor. The department is taking appropriate measures to remedy the situation, but in the meantime, do not attempt to address the situation yourself. Citizens are prohibited from using the round street sewers access hatches. Leave sanitation to the professionals. Not only that, there's an awful lot of shenanigans going on down there too. No one will publish me. Why? My friend, tragedy has struck. Remember the invitation you wrangled for me to visit Volo's salon? The moment I saw him, I couldn't help but fell to my knees, speechless before such a great man. As I babbled like a fool, all of his rightly friends poked jibs at me, until I felt forced to flee for shame. Now all of the literary gate is mocking me before I even published a single story. I fear no one shall ever publish me now. Whatever should I do? Rare book request. Is there any chance you have in stock Legendary Man, the Girdle of Masculinity? I've been looking for this account for a long time, but so many poke fun when I ask after it. I'm convinced the girdle isn't a myth, and I intend to don it myself when I find it one day. Any other texts mentioning the relic would make my day. Perfect. So now, let's get into that building.
Never mind.
Maybe there are some more items, right? No, wait a minute. I went down here before. Okay.
You want a drink?
Did I check that one out?
Get one for the road.
Hey, look at this. Nansi Gretta. Overall the books here, some double stuff. Ah. Bibliophile Recommends. I won't bother making broad recommendations to my readers. The diversity of your preferences is so broad that what tickles one would offend another. Instead, let me offer my suggestions by category. Reference books. The Life of Gorion by E.M. Sparks. A highly detailed biography of the great arcanist Candlekeep, which spares no detail regarding the upbringing of his now famous ward. Fungi Forever by Schwartz. A must-have reference for the city foragers. Mysteries. Who Am I? By Goria Gurkhan. One halfling's search to discover her family of origin, ending with a twist so unexpected I jumped out of my seat. The Girl with Sparkles in Her Hair by Saba Babin. A love story turned murder mystery equals parts heartwarming and heart-wrenching. Poetry. Under These Moons by Tessiday Gatework. A collection of poetry by Baldurian Tieflings. The first compilation of its kind and utterly unforgettable. Anything else though? A manuscript. This book, the completed manuscript of an adventure story in draft, is covered with notes in Nansi's hand. A few red-inked phrases stand out amid the chaos. This isn't landing, I don't buy it. Doesn't ring true. Don't you mean to do it like this? Could do with another pass. Ha! Get rid of whatever this is. Good flow. Alright. I buy it. Seriously, I like this now. It will be good. But it is not there yet. Okay. So someone was checking there. Maybe some editors or whatnot. Interesting. What do we have upstairs? Yeah, look at that.
Very well.
We can loot! And loot is good. So, one of them is still missing. There you go. With a little bit along, everything up here is not visible from below. Perfect. So, let's save real quick. Also, I have to split up the team so I can loot better. So that they don't interfere with it too much. Ah, come on.
For me?
Yes, for you. All of it. Exactly what I mean. Like, if she's standing next to the crouching characters, she's huge. I just noticed it. An absolute giant.
We have to go back to the counting house.
So what's this one? First draft story. That's an interesting one.
No one will.
Oh, and dinner at Candlekeep. That sounds interesting. So what else? We got some bars. And one heavy chest with probably some more stories in it. Let's see. Please don't be guarded by a trap again. That would be nice. Nope, I don't see it. Hey, good stuff. Okay. So what do we have? Butler's cane has a knob on the end. Yeah, wasn't that the same? Strange story. That's a good one though. So, dinner at Candlekeep. My dearest pupil, I was wrong about you during your studies at Candlekeep. You spent much time campaigning for us to maintain copies of adventurous novels in the library. I was quite the critic, to my shame. I admit during a lengthy carriage ride I had no reading matter to hand other than Salty Dogs, Curse of the Rum Golem. This old heart has not beat so fast since the last age. You're welcome to return to Candlekeep at any time, and mayhaps we could compose a paper together on this sensation phenomenon. First draft story. Plots. Ours is a coming-of-age story. Our protagonist creates the magical world into which he is cast and is heralded as a god, a hero, the greatest of the great. Jonathan is tasked then not to ascend to heroics, but to descend back into the chaos and disappointments of the real world with his senses intact. For indeed, what happens if you reach paradise at the end of adolescence? Is it worthwhile to stay in the spires of imagination, or is there true heroism in returning to the complicated world, the real world, leaving fantasy behind? Wow. That's like the end of the real end of the hero story, the boring part. First draft characters. Protagonists. Jonathan Allers, born and raised in the quiet town of Emmen. Jonathan dreamed of escaping the work-a-day routine of school, work and leisure, but Jonathan sought something beyond a life of adventure or travel. He wanted to create the worlds of his own imagination. Jennifer Valen. Reared in the northerly lands of Boss, Jennifer was fascinated with the natural world, its creatures, physics, and mysteries yet to be discovered. Though she excelled in alchemy, she couldn't shake the feeling that there was a key truth still waiting just beyond reach of the natural world as she knew it. Dragonson, a great warhound, twice the size of his little maths, Dragonson set out in search of a worthy companion for his travels. Fears nothing in all the realm except for Trezims. Wait, Trezim is flying cats? I thought like Trezim was a name for a cat or something. Anyway, first draft world. The story begins on a road outside Emmen, where Jonathan is practicing the magic needed to manifest his imaginary world, Abeir, into existence. It is a standard dirt footpath amid rolling green hills. Little is described in specific of the world in which our protagonists first reside. This is intentional. I wish our readers to fill in the normal world according to their own standards and tropes, such that this story feels as universal as possible. Abeir is a land of frosted peaks, ice-glass lakes, and cozy villages nestled at the foot of great mountains. Ice ferries patrol the land in service of Queen Tumbra, who presides over the entire realm and has, for all time, Jonathan's arrival will mean the fulfillment of prophecy. He is destined to rule alongside her, as God King until the end of days. Wow. Interesting, interesting, interesting. Is a fascinating story.
Looking ahead.
But what kind of struggle do we have there?
Wonder if the gods are
It's
watching
usually
me.
the interesting bit. Why can't I? There you go. No, the whole thing works again. Actually, I don't need to... Why is she still hiding? Why are they all hiding? Okay, maybe I'm just in the way here. There you go. No one's hiding. Let's just talk to Nansi.
Back again? I know a reader when I see one. What'll it be?
That is a very good question. Let's just look into her... not just books, but Tusky Grins. You know what? There are a decent amount of other books. Let's just take them. Why not? Let's just read a little bit more while we're at it. Okay, so that is new. That's new. Then Vampire Duality, that's new. Then the Activity Clan Call, that's new. And that one, Scalded Science Air. What else? What else? What else? What else? What else? What else? This one, Baldur's Bones. I think I've heard that one before somewhere. Born to be Wild. And an Archduke's Leadership Discipline. I've never read that one before. Weird. Okay, I think all of them are red now. At least the ones down here. Okay, so what else do we have though? We got a decent amount of scrolls. This is why she's so important. Scroll of Seeming. Perfect. Scroll of... The thing is, why do you want Scroll of Seeming? Could you... I mean, you could disguise yourself, but could you use it for some luckus? That would be interesting. Scroll of Otto's Irresistible Dance. Yeah, that's a good one. Costs you an arm and a leg though. 1,000 whatever is definitely far too much for something like that. That's why you should learn that scroll. Okay, what else we got though? What's this one? Dominate Person. Make a humanoid fight alongside you. Every time the creature takes damage, it makes a wisdom saving throw against your domination. Allies cannot be dominated. Oh, this is actually quite interesting, because what if someone else dominates you, and then you can just use a dominate person on them instead in order to re-dominate them into your team? That would be quite interesting, but no, it doesn't work in this regard. Then you have to use some anti-spell mechanics, whatever. Oh, Scroll of Disintegration. That's a good one. That's a good roll. Just use it and boom. You need multiple actions, but once you have that one ready, it just means like 3,000 gold for a simple win, basically. And force damage is something that is rarely resisted. Okay, do we have anything funny here other than Flesh to Stone? No, that's not good. The rest is just normal stuff though, mostly. Yeah, mostly just normal stuff. I mean, if you want to learn some spells and you haven't found them so far, which is very unlikely, that's definitely a good spot. So, let's balance the offer and barter it away. Yeah. Alright. Wait a minute, where have I gotten this one? From the Lute before? I think so. Charm Person, that's a good one. So, Tusky Grins. Excerpt from Joyce Ringwalby's Tusky Grins. What I don't understand is why they are not simply rounded up and sterilized. When I confronted people with that idea, some nod and smile and make placid little comments. Some grimace or laugh and move swiftly on. Some actually recoil, and there are those who grow angry, and it is to them I relate this story. My cousin, Penelope, spent her life championing half-orcs and all piggy-eyed orcish peoples. In her writing, again, in her writing, because that's where the championing happened. Now, she interviewed and befriended many of their kind, and one day, without warning, one of them took her daughter from her crib and he ate her. Not gobbled up, nothing fairy tale here. He chewed the child's fingers while she screamed and waved a bloody stump, and he smiled at my cousin. That was what drove her mad, I think. Beware, dear reader, beware their Tusky Grins. Okay, what are we talking about? Half orcs or like normal orcs? Why do they eat people? That's weird. Sod, the Maimed God. Reading like a strange cross between a warped confession and a manifesto. This text was written by a paladin who broke his oath of justice and celibacy to tear. After years of devotion, it seemed the man grew very sullen with the state of his life. People did not like his religious order, not the order itself, but the stringency of his tone. Evidently, he got drunk one night in spring and attacked a young woman walking the streets of her hometown. Ironically, he was gelded by the authorities, ensuring his continued devotion to celibacy, if not justice. Wow. Vampiric Duality. Excerpt from Telsham, the Condors, Vampiric Duality. Now, look, the thing is, your basic vampire has two instincts, right? Feed and make little vampires. Nonsense. Utter crap. No such thing as a basic anything. The personality of a vampire has as many facets as a schizophrenic diamond. The statement seems contradicted only a few paragraphs later. Naturally, when you come down to it, the unidimensional qualities inherent to the vampire make them ideal predators. Their minds are narrow, scalded threads of cruelty spooled over a yarn ball of ravenous hunger. And only a few paragraphs later, yet who doesn't adore the darkly romantic complexity of the vampire, the gusto of their love, the wildness of their passion? So someone seems to be all like, rumbling about. Maybe they've found a vampire, then they just changed their mind. The Archduke clan call. This anthropology treatise describes the clan unions of the Dragonborn. It paints a bleak picture of an indomitable ancient duty. The Dragonborn are not allowed to choose their mates. The vote for nest mates is determined by an electoral council and exists for the sake of political and military union alone. The concept of love is not spoken, not even named in the Draconic tongue. The book then goes into vast detail about how the Dragonborn genitals internally retract if exposed unnecessarily, with excessively narrated situations. The situational descriptions. Wait, what? Vast detail about how the Dragonborn genitals internally retract if exposed unnecessarily, with excessively narrated situations. You gotta be kidding me. Okay, Scalded Scions of Abeir. Excerpt from Scalded Scions of Abeir by Cosumel Ixithia. Common misconceptions about Dragonborn abound, including the falsehood that they are the result of breeding between dragons and non-draconic species. Dragonborn are their own distinct phenomenon, hailing from the twin planet of Toril, Abeir, which was given over to the Primordials long ago. For millennia, the Dragonborn lived in bondage beneath Dragon Masters until they escaped Abeir during a cataclysm called the Spell Plague. Now, residents of Toril, they abhorred slavery, dragons and their tyranny, and indeed a good deal of theism and religious worship. Baldur's Bones. Oddly enough, not a novel about necromancy, but rather a dice game that has clattered across thousands of tables in the city of Baldur's Gate. The rules involve making a pirate, most ape Baldur the sailor, but you can invent your own, and rolling 37-sided dice called Unfortunables. These are rolled against a chart of outcomes, the interpretation of which is controlled by one player who has not made a pirate, titled Unfortunate One. These fictional pirates tend to have grisly ends because the chart is cruel and the dice, oh, the dice are worse. So let's just come up with pirate D&D. Interesting. A history of the Flaming Fist. History of the Flaming Fist. Founded by Elton, who was at the time Grand Duke of the city of Baldur's Gate, the Flaming Fists are difficult to categorize. They are a standing army, a police force, a band of mercenaries, and a troop of explorers. They are scholars who have inculcated order and law. They are soldiers who have slaughtered the guilty and the innocent alike under banners of orange and scarlet. Equally vexing for the historian are their sociological implications. The Fists have been at some time corrupt and at others virtuous. In that way, making a friend of the Fist is buying a packaged loaf. Who knows if the dough is delicious or the crust is poison? Born to be wild. This unlicensed and certainly libellous pamphlet describes its contents. In this magical adventure, the one and only Elminster explains the inaccuracies to Volo of his accounts of the mating rituals of the Feywild, with very graphic demonstration. An Archduke's leadership and discipline. A pamphlet by Gortash the Archduke, voluntary campaign. As Archduke, Lord Gortash's top priority will be discipline to ensure that order is maintained in Baldur's Gate, in its streets, and in its homes. Ooh, no policy can be more important. They do want to do an awful lot of stuff, it seems. And I can carry items now. No more encumberment. Perfect. So now the real question is, does Karlach actually follow now or not? I think Karlach is broke. Yep. There's some strange shenanigans going on if there's like a sideways path, like this at a diagonal one, that doesn't seem to have too much room. Anyway.
No time to rest.
So we got that much red already. And the only thing left is this tavern here. Wait a minute. That one looks weird. So, the singing lute. Yeah, look at that. What do we have here? Henk's home.
Henk house. Keep out.
Okay, wait a minute. So the singing lute is down there, and this is Henk's house. Basement bar. What?
Join us at the famous Singing Lute basement bar. Good ale for good coin. All welcome.
Right. So Henk seems to have the best house so far. Right near to a tavern. Okay, wait, that might be like 2 floors. Okay. Let's see. I might be able to just sneak in here, but the thing is, how am I going to make it? How am I going to make sure that no one sees him though? Okay, come on, turn around already. And we're good. Come on, do it faster, do it faster, do it faster, do it fast. I'm clicking, but nothing happens. This is so annoying. There you go. And we got it. So, we got it, we saved. And the only thing I do need now is to open the thing. And to get in here with the whole team. There you go, come on. Alright, and we need to close the door again, just to make sure. Just to make sure we're good. So... Okay, so what have we found so far? Mixology manuals? Yeah, we've got that much. What was that?
I've got this. I feel like a rosé in a tea shop. Like a vandal. Not used to lying low.
Okay, come on, the lyrical draft. Okay, and the wardrobe. I think that's it. Yep, we got it. So let's quickly save and then see what else we found so far. Sheet music. Below are the scratched out and oft demanded lyrics to a song meant to be played on the lute. Pouring swill into the city, barman's delight. Oh, but oh they see me at the till, but my heart is still. Take me into the night, far into under overworld. I want to be free. Want to be. Wait. Interesting. A modest guide to Sword Coast wine. A sommelier guide to wine found along the Sword Coast. It extols the virtues of Tuscan dark and Arabelan dry, the sinuous fruity flavors of ruby red Elverquist, the throat slamming notes of red dragon crush, snatched from the hands of charming Vistani tradesfolk, Tayan vintages as richly hued as the robes of the red wizards, pale Solonian glowfire, and it praises these with the same vigor that it claims the inferior mulled wines such as Saw and Daggerford Clary, which the author claims are as suitable for consumption as Bugbear Tane. Doesn't sound too good though. Lyrical draft. My heart's an empty vase, looking for roses, looking for posies and pansies, a little colour. Brighten up my world, won't you? Brighten up my world, won't you? Let your little petals fall in my clear glass heart. Interesting. Every time I hear the word petal, immediately going back to the hag. Kinda getting suspicious there. Alright.
Should mind my step.
So there doesn't seem to be anything too special in Hank's home. Let's just
Alright. Time to skulk about.
let's let them all move normally now. Yeah. Okay, Fuxiao Wine Shop.
You'll have to excuse us. My darling and I are enjoying the view of the city.
That is definitely understandable because the view is, well, from down here it definitely looks a little bit trashy. But other than that, it's definitely a good view. So what do we got here? Tender Hank. Oh wait, Hank has a very, very, very short.
Let's get going.
Short way down to work. He just lives right on top of the tavern. That's amazing. It's the only one who wouldn't be annoyed by tavern stuff happening because he lives here. That's awesome. Tender Hank.
Kick stones.
Hoi. That's no way to talk to a paying customer.
Bleeder.
Okay, something is weird.
Do it yourself.
Right. Does it need any help though?
Running around all over my tavern.
Okay. What's going on here?
Bleeder.
Okay, what is going on?
Sit down or buzz off, Bumble.
Okay, I think...
Bleeder. What do you want? Brick.
Okay, how many more of those insults does he have?
Bleeder.
I think this is his shtick.
Waltzing in here begging for a drink, I'm sure. Bleeder.
Alright, what else?
Running around all over my tavern.
And it repeats. Good. So that's that at least. And
Never wanted the easy
don't
path.
seem to be many books to read up here. Now the real question is, what is there one floor below? Reservations open. Reservation for what? Maybe Henk's tavern is different to the Singing Lute? No. I don't think so. Yeah, the cutting board. Tape. So, anything else down here though? No, just some citizens, some random ones. This stuff goes back to camp just to keep the inventory clean.
Still breathing, despite
And
everything.
Manip Leythim. Have I ever talked to this one before?
Hey, mate, you look pretty well geared up. Could you spare a healing potion?
Actually, yes. Maybe I can even buy it back. You don't look wounded to me. You're a flaming fist officer. Can you get one from your quartermaster? Okay, you don't look wounded.
No, but I expect to be. Once Helbert Hune's thugs catch up with me.
Wait, what? Who's that? The Hune family. They're rich patriarchs from the upper city, aren't they?
So rich they piss in golden pots. Or at least that's what Henrietta tells me. She's Hulbert's daughter. We was engaged, secretly, but now it seems she's set to marry Dirk Rillin. I tried to see Hen, but Papa had other ideas.
I know you're preparing to be thrashed for love. Why don't you get some of the other fists to back you up against the thugs? Okay, that's definitely not going to work. But are you getting prepared to be thrashed for love now?
If I kick up a fuss, it might blow back on Hen. She's got troubles enough. Dirk Rillin is a major arsehole. I guess you've never been in love.
Or maybe I have. Here, take this healing potion. You've given me a new perspective on law enforcement in Baldur's Gate. Good luck. Okay, interesting. Anyway, let's just give him a good healing potion.
My favourite flavour too. Thanks, mate. Don't fall for any patriarch's daughters.
Well, I do have some kind of patriarch's daughter already here, right? Give the Yankee one. Oh, wait a minute. What kind of healing potion did I actually lose now? I don't know. I lost one, but I don't know which
Hello
one.
again. Still got me head on my shoulders.
For now. Good. Next one. Once inside this mailbox, then we're gonna... More food, please. Why? I dined in your fine establishment the other day, and I just wanted to say, incredible. Top notch. Nosh. Why on earth do you only open in the evenings? It's your chef a vampire or something? If so, get the lad or lass some curtains for the kitchen and have them serve up more grub. I would gladly stop by every day for lunch if your kitchen would only be open. Right. This is actually one of those things that could easily increase the amount of money you can make by just listening to what customers want and getting newer-ish ideas. So wait a minute, let's just
Don't need any attention right now.
sneak around. Wait, that's just a normal kitchen. That's weird.
Carefully now.
Alright. So, Karlak has to do all of that stuff. Is there anyone down here? No. Is it something about a... It's not even... It wasn't even locked. The kitchen was completely normal. Maybe there really is some mystery going on in here. Sausage slings, that's nothing here. A nice way to get a little bit more food though. That's pretty neat.
Light as air.
Cooking pot, go. These things are so heavy. If you would just get some dimensional door spell from your camp, in particular your camp's treasure chest, to like, I don't know, 10 meters. No, maybe a few more meters. Actually, how many meters do you need in order to get terminal velocity? I don't know. But yeah. What you just need is a dimensional door thingy. Some kind of portal. And then you kind of combine it with some trash in your chest. And then you just let the trash fall onto your enemies. It would be like a meteor impact. That would be amazing. So, anyway, we looted everything down here. And for some reason there's nothing to... Oh! I think this must be the one. It's like an elevator thingy going up and down. Interesting. But if it's supposed to go up, then it's not connected to the tavern up there. Maybe it goes down instead? No. That one looks weird though. Okay. So have we found anything to read? No, just cooking pots. Back to camp it goes. And... no, wait a minute. Where can we go? So I've explored pretty much everything on the eastern side right now. Then there are a few more houses on the west side there. But that one comes up in another episode. And until then, we're going to end it. Like and subscribe, of course, as usual then. Ta-ta!